Hello guys. In this video, we are going to cover async await. So async await does the same what promises does. I will quickly explain how this is working. First of all, let me go to my HTML and start HTML file. Here, if you have watched my previous video, do watch first that video so the promise will be clear, and then you can come here for async await, or you can directly start from here. I will cover all the topics. Okay, and then first of all, I have called this axios library over here inside body tag. But in my previous video, I have used fetch, so I genuinely does this mistake. I didn't use axios.get. Okay. So today in this video, I will going to cover how we can use axios.get and how this is going to be advantageous on fetch. So first of all, let me comment this promises code. I will keep this UL as it is, and let me start with async await. So async function. Okay, we need to declare one function that will be async. So it will be my func, and then I'm going to call this fetch API get user, and I'm going to call this user. So when we are doing fetch, any server call when we are going to make, we need to use async. If you are not using promises, then you need to write a function that will be async. And now if I write console.log over here, user, and if I go here, I am not getting any response because when I used fetch, when I used async, then I should be using await. Once I used await, then I should get the response. Oh, okay, so I need to call this function. Okay, I need to call this function. I will remove this await just to show you. So you can see this is coming like this promise pending, but it will not work. So to work, I need to write await. Once I write, I am getting the response. But as you can see, the response we are getting is same as we got over here inside promises. Then we need to write data.json. Then we get the JSON data. Okay, so here what I will do, I will declare another variable const get JSON data get user.json. Same, I will now log console.log get JSON data, but this will not work. It will again show promise pending. Again, I need to use await. Now it will show the data, show you the data. So you can see I need to write 4 lines of code because I used fetch. But what if I used axios axios.get? Then I no need to write this. I'm getting the data in first call itself. So that's what axios has taken advantage on this. You there will be less amount of code you need to write, and you are getting your data only in first call. You don't need to write two dot then. So this dot then you don't need to write 2 times in the initial call itself. You are getting the data. So in my previous video, I have used fetch only. I didn't use axios. I don't know many who has observed this or not, but this is the main difference. And also, the fetch call, if in case it fails only due to network errors. If you are getting disconnected from your network, then only it fails, and it will show here in errors like your network is disconnected. But For axios.get, it is not like that. So if there are like 200 to 209 server codes, so it will show all this. If our request fails, there will be 204 error, forbidden error 209. There are many errors inside this. So it will show why this is failed if there are not enough privileges also. So that's what axios.get take advantage. So let me quickly show you the data as I have showed in my promises. So first I will write a loop, get user, or I think I'm getting in data. First of all, get the data first. Data, then inside data, I'm getting. Okay. So I will write get user dot data dot for each element, and this will carry the same uncommented. So now you got the data. So yeah, this is all about async function, async await, and promises I have already covered. If you have any queries, please let me know in comments. And if you are not understood axios, and please do study the axios and phase differences. It is most important, and it is going to be asked in interview. Why why we are using fetch and why you are using axios. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe.